To understand, we have to go back to when the former Prime Minister rose to power in a 2006 military coup.
In addition, we intend to disarm bodyguards attached to the government ministers and the Prime Minister.
Mr. Bainimarama led until early this year, with his tenure marred by allegations he favoured his supporters and punished his detractors. The University of the South Pacific, funded by and located throughout Pacific nations, was no exception.
The then Vice-Chancellor Rajesh Chandra got substantial support from the regime because of that, made some very controversial decisions about employment, questions about the academic integrity of the university.
In 2018, allegations emerged that Mr. Chandra and Pro-Chancellor Winston Thompson, a man Bainimarama had previously appointed Fijian ambassador, had misappropriated funds. Concerned at what he'd inherited, Mr. Chandra's replacement, Paul Aluwalia, made public a report detailing the allegations. Both men have denied any wrongdoing, and surprise, surprise, the Bainimarama government took exception.
They stopped funding for the University of the South Pacific, which is terrible because the university brings together the region in a way that probably no other institution does.
With growing support from students and staff, and an independent consultant's report backing up his claims, the government ramped up its attack on Mr. Aluwalia, raiding his house and booting him from the country.
The Vice-Chancellor himself was deported in 2021 and had to work from overseas.
We are the change.
By the 2022 election, the then opposition People's Alliance Party was capitalizing on the saga as emblematic of the government's ills. Soon after its narrow victory, the newly deposed Mr. Bainimarama and his then police commissioner, Brigadier General Sitiveni Qiliho, were arrested and charged. Their alleged crimes? That Mr. Bainimarama told the commissioner to drop a police investigation into the controversy, which he did. Mounted so soon after a change of government, many have queried whether the charges are just a cynical move to banish a political foe.
Under the previous government, you saw the ruthless use of the law as an instrument to get the opposition. Under the current government, there's a recognition that some redress is needed, but I do not think that they are ruthlessly going out after anyone who is on the opposition.
He stormed the Parliament building with 10 masked and armed men.
And in a country with a checkered democratic history, some are hopeful these developments may usher in a new era.
We've got a government that's probably got a better understanding of communal relations than any government since independence. So while I won't say that the situation is stable, the government that's in charge doesn't look quite as vulnerable as some of its detractors make it out to be.